Namaste. Welcome to another session of Gentle Stretch and Breathe Yoga. You found Yoga with Lisa, SXM, coming to you live every Tuesday and Thursday, 10 o'clock St. Martin time on Facebook. And I'm so grateful that you're here. This is an opportunity, a space that's safe for those of us who feel like we need to just have a community of yoga practitioners that support each other through love, through acceptance, through understanding and appreciation. We focus on gratitude and breath here at my little space, and we always start with shoulders and neck. So get on your yoga mat and just find yourself in a comfortable seated position. And I said get on your yoga mat, but you know, if you're in a chair or on the sofa or in bed, it's okay. We can adjust to that, not a problem. We accept you as you are, as you show up. That's fine with all of us here at Yoga with Lisa. So thank you again. Do try to have a softly straight back, so you don't have to put a lot of stress and strain into your torso. Just allow yourself to be comfortable. But do try to lengthen the spine, reaching the top of the head up. Just imagine it easily floats up into the air. Your head's like a hot air balloon. Just let it go up on its own time frame and its own sense of what's right for your body. As you go through this next hour with me, take it easy on yourself. If I say something and you try it, or you don't even think you want to try it, it doesn't quite resonate with you, you can certainly modify it, adjust to whatever is right for you. Listen to your own internal wisdom, your own private internal yoga teacher. And just use whatever I say or whatever I demonstrate to be nice and easy for you. Hey, Jane, thank you so much for showing up today. Whoop, whoop. I love that. All right, let's take a moment to just close the eyes and breathe deeply, centering yourself on your true self. And let that egoic mind dissipate. Let those little conversations and dialogues that are inside your brain drift away. Without judgment, just let it go. Let's take a moment to release the belly and allow yourself to be heavy in your seated position. Take a moment to notice the weight of your frame. And where does it connect to the earth? How does it connect to the earth? Carrying the weight of your entire upper section into the earth. And feel that foundation settled safely and securely on the planet. Even if you're on the second floor of your building, you can think about your weight being transferred down into the earth through the structure of the building. And as you feel that weight heavy on the earth, think of it as being gratitude. Gratitude that the earth is here to support you. Giving you your foundation, your grounding, and the basis from which we reach up and into the heavens. So let's lift our arms up now and stretch up tall. Take a moment to reach your left hand up and then the right hand up. This is the apple picking position or apple picking action, or mangoes or bananas, whatever fruit you want to imagine you're picking out of a tree. Reach up and pull it down. Reach up and pull it down. Have a nice side stretch here through the armpit, through the tricep and bicep, through the elbow, the wrist, and the palm of the hand, even the fingers. Spread the fingers wide as you reach up. And remember, breathe. Breathe in and out. Two more times on each side. Nice little stretch. Now, some of you may not have that much mobility in your shoulders, and that's okay. You can just reach wherever your arm is at its reach. That's okay. Beautiful. Lift both arms up and all the way down to the floor. Let's pick them back up again. Breathing in, reach up. And down. Both arms float up, breathe in and down. Let's bring those hands to your prayer pose and just sink them down to your heart center. Close the eyes and bow your head. Lovely. Let's stretch the legs out and give them a bit of a jiggle. Jiggle those legs. If you want, you can pull the flesh away from your sitting bones. That's something we do in yoga that they don't do in almost any other form of exercise, I think. And it's not for everybody, but if it helps you, it's a good thing to get in the habit of doing when you're in your yoga poses, seated on your yoga mat. Beautiful. Let's take the hands back to prayer pose. Interlock the fingers and squeeze and release a few times. All right, so we're going to take the right hand and squeeze it and completely loosen your left hand. And squeeze those fingers into the tissues of your left hand. Get strong right fingers, right hand, right wrist. And then I challenge you to try and use the entire arm muscles to squeeze those fingers in while the left arm, left hand are completely loose and limp and deactivated. See if you can bring your right shoulder into the squeezing motion of the right hand. Even the right midriff side, the right shoulder blades. Activate the entire right upper torso just to get that hand to squeeze in. Nice. Let's switch sides. Now the right side rests and the left side squeezes. We're really giving a nice massaging type tight squeeze on the knuckles of the right hand. And just let the hand really release. Activate your shoulder and your torso, side of the upper chest. Bicep, tricep, forearm, hand, fingers. Left hand working hard, squeeze the tissues of the right hand. And let's switch back again. Take a break on the left side, squeeze the right fingers in. Real strong grip here. Keep breathing. Are you working your shoulder and arm muscles as well as your hand? And then switch again. Beautiful. Keep squeezing, 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 and breathing, breathing, breathing. Beautiful. Release and wiggle those fingers. We're going to push through, invert the hands, round the back, drop the head, push the hands forward. If you want, you can sort of reach from the waist, pushing the hands over the feet. And then take a moment to lift the arms just like that, straight up overhead. Bend the elbows, put the hands at the back of the head and look up. Take your eyes to the left. Arch them up overhead and over to the right, left and right, over the top, to the right, to the left. All the while you're breathing deeply and pushing the elbows back. Pushing the chest forward. Lifting the top of the head up. It's a lot, I know, but it's okay. Keep breathing and do whatever comes to your attention first. If it's your eyes, you can focus on your eyes. If it's your elbows pushing back, that's cool too. If it's sitting tall, that's okay. But always keep focus on the breath. Nice, all right, let's reach the hands up. Nice tall stretch and softly bring those hands back to your heart. Close the eyes. Take a moment now to think about why you're doing yoga. What brings you to your yoga mat today? What's your intention? Everybody's different, and maybe you can't even put it in words. It's just a feeling. Focus on that feeling. Namaste to each of you. Thank you. Take that right knee up, put that heel close to the hip, and just wrap your arms around that leg. Give it a gentle hug, and maybe lift your toes and bow your head. Beautiful. Take that heel over to the side and bring your shoulder on the inside. We're going to walk our hands forward on either side of your long extended leg. For me, that's my left leg. Round your back, drop your head. You can go as far forward with your hands as feels helpful, healing, comfortable, releasing. No particular place is the right place. It's just wherever feels good to you. If you want, you can sort of let that knee flop a little bit outward. And then come back up, and let's trade legs. Take that left heel in, put it really close to your hip if you can, and wrap your arms around your shin, bow your head, and if you want, maybe lift those toes up just a little bit to activate this front muscle and stretch your Achilles tendon slightly. Drop your toes, lift your face, and take that leg out to the side. Bring your shoulder on the inside of your knee and walk your hands down as far as they want to go. Round your back, drop your head. If this knee wants to flop out a little bit, that's great. Let it do that. All right, rise back up. Come back to your cross-legged position or whatever position is comfortable for you. Some people may want to experiment a little bit with a half lotus, bringing one foot on top. Personally, I can't pull off the full lotus where both feet are up on top of the thigh, but I can kind of do the half lotus. So take a moment to find a good, comfortable seated position. Whatever works for you is fine. And we're going to put our hands on our knees. Or you could, if you're sitting in a chair, you could grab onto the armrest, the front of the armrests. And we're just going to look over the one shoulder and then the other shoulder. Breathe in and out. A gentle spinal twist, pushing one shoulder forward and one shoulder back. Look over your back shoulder. Keep breathing. And let's stay at one shoulder for a moment. 3 deep breaths. And slowly face forward. Let's round the back, drop the head. Here we find heaviness throughout the body, the balance. Really release the neck, really release the shoulders. Soften through the torso and the belly and the hips. And rise back up. Watch that ponytail. All right, if you're like me, even if you're just seated in your regular cross-legged position, try and change the legs. Give it a try. Doesn't work, you can go back to the other position. Hands are on knees for your armrest, and left and right. Again, breathing in and out. And let's focus or stay in the over-the-shoulder looking position, the other side this time. Continue to breathe deeply. And release. Face forward, drop your head, round your back, soft and heavy, balanced, released. Beautiful. Stretch those legs out again. And take a moment to flex your ankles. Flex them, bring the toes so the tips of the toes point back towards your forehead. And lift your chest, let your shoulders relax. Lift the heart, lift the chest, lift the sternum. Push it forward just a little bit. Arms and legs, arms and shoulders relaxed. Flex your ankles. If you can manage to get your legs straight, think about the soft tissue behind the knees, reaching down into the earth, pulling energy up into that receptive, soft tissue there. It's almost like a place where you can breathe, the back of your knees, finding energy in the earth, connecting to it. Awesome. Now point the toes. And let me scoot the camera back a little bit. I want you to flex, keep your ankles pointed, but then flex the toes back. And we're just going to take a minute to point the ankles, bring the toes back. Spread your toes wide, scrunch, wide, scrunch, wide, scrunch, wide, scrunch. Wiggle your toes, flex and point the ankles a few times, and really put a lot of attention and intention in the point of the toes. Point, flex, point, flex, point. Point one and flex the other. Switch, switch. Notice how your hips respond to the pointing of one foot and the flexing of the other foot. There's like a shift in the hips, isn't there? All right, let's take a nice soft caterpillar pose. Take the legs a little bit wide and let the knees bend slightly. Feet flop outwards, walk your hands forward. Bring the elbows down, maybe. Bring the hands to palm up, perhaps. Rounding the back and dropping your head. After a breath or two, you might feel the urge to come deeper into this soft forward fold, this caterpillar pose. If you feel that urge, I suggest you follow it, come a little deeper. If you don't feel the urge, stay where you are. You're probably exactly where you need to be. Let everything go. Super heavy, super soft, super released. Ready, rise back up. Let's take a half straddle sit here. Again, with the flesh away from the sitting bones if that serves you. Take your, whatever leg is extended out to the side. And by the way, this heel can be right in at your groin or it could be anywhere that works for you. So whichever leg is extended out, take that arm and reach out. Bring the other arm over. And then hands come down, press yourself back up. Let's take the bent leg arm and put it on the floor and just reach. Now some of you may want to come up on your knee and really reach through the side body, but if you want to keep your hips on the floor, that's okay. Take that arm up and just move it in a big circle. As big a circle as you can, breathing in at the upward reach and out. Reach it up and over and out. Any speed is perfect if you want to go kind of fast or if you want to move slowly. It's nice to listen to the body and sense that natural rhythm, that natural movement. It's really rewarding to connect with yourself in that way. We don't often listen to the body. We kind of shove it down and tell it to behave. Stop complaining. Don't trust those physical instincts. I'm not sure that's benefiting us when we do that. And certainly when you're in your yoga class, this is the perfect time to listen to the body with love, respond with love, and say yes. Whatever you feel is your inner yoga teacher, guiding you through movement and breath. Stretch and breathe. It's the name of the game here. Let's change direction. Let's try it around the other way. Two more times all the way around. Big breathing. Awesome. Change your legs. Take your arm that's on the side where the leg is extended and reach it out and over. Not on the leg, but in the air, parallel to the leg, over the leg. And the other arm reaches over. So this is a pretty active stretch, isn't it? Feel a lot of work occurring in the rib cage, torso area. Reach and stretch and breathe. When you're ready, come up. Put the hand on the floor on the opposite side and stretch over the other way. If you choose, you can come up on your knee for a little bit more extreme stretch, but it's perfectly fine to stay on your hips, seated. A nice long stretch from actually toes to fingertip, but especially from hip, all the way through the side body and the armpit and the elbow and the wrist and the hand. Breathe into whatever sensation you feel is most intense, most stretchy. And then when you're ready, come up, and we're going to move that arm through a giant circle, breathing in and out. Any speed is perfect, whatever feels good to you. Breathe a lot. Let's reverse our circle, keep breathing. One more time, all the way around. Lovely. Let's stretch legs out. We're going to get ready to recline, but before we start, we're going to do a straight back forward fold. Reach the arms up, reach tall, breathe in, reach a little higher, and then reach as if you're trying to reach the top of the wall across the room beyond your feet. Look down at your knees so your neck is straight, and really reach from tailbone to fingertips straight back. Lengthen through the spine. Shoulders can reach up by the ears. Reach, 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 keep reaching. Let's bring it to a horizontal reach, if that's okay with you. Reach for the wall just beyond your feet, the base of the wall this time. Reach and breathe. This is an extreme forward fold, straight back forward fold, real reach from tailbone to fingertips, looking down at your knees or the yoga mat between your knees, so your neck is straight. And then hands to the floor, push yourself up. So we're going to do that again in a minute, but first we're going to do an inverted table. Put your feet on the floor, hands next to your hips, and come up into your inverted table. Lift the hips up. Look up at your ceiling and take a breath in, and then look at your knees, exhale. Look up, breathe in. Look at your knees, exhale. Just continue to move your head with your breath. All right, we're going to bring the hips down to the floor. Try and push them back between your hands. Stretch those legs out and forward fold reach. Hands to the floor, press yourself up. And okay, now we get to slide on down. Come on down to your back. And we're going to take a well-deserved rest. Arms can go wherever feels comfy. Drop both knees to the left. Have a little conversation with your tailbone. Tell it to let go. It needs to be told, or else it's just going to keep holding. Relaxation begins in your mind when you become aware that you're holding, and you actually instruct the muscles and the little tiny micro muscles around an area to completely let go. And we want to breathe deep here, so really be heavy on the floor and breathe from the belly. Allow yourself to release through the upper back and shoulders and arms. Lovely. Let's bring the knees up all the way over to the other side. Continue to release and relax. Feel heavy and really, really soft, like you're just melting down into the floor with no resistance at all. Breathing deep in the belly and releasing more every time you exhale. We're in no hurry here. If you've got that dialogue starting in your mind saying, what are we going to do next? Am I really going to stay here and not do anything? Try to let that go. Stay with your breath. Stay with your physicality. Feel the weight of your body pushing into the earth. And know that it's okay to let the mind be still, and let the breathing be deep. Awesome. Let's stretch the legs out on the floor and reach the arms overhead and do a long body stretch like you just woke up from the most wonderful sleep you've ever had. Feel free to yawn or sigh, stretch, expand your ribs, flex your ankles, wiggle your fingers, whatever feels awesome. This is your time. Nice. Hands to the floor and palms facing down, out from the hips a little ways, just a little support in the arms and hands. Bring up your right knee and circle it around. Change direction whenever you feel like it. Let's bring the knee all the way into the chest and gently give it a hug in towards the chest. And put your right hand on that right knee and then grab the heel with your other hand. Let the knee go way out to the side and bring the heel in close to your tummy button. And we're just going to move the leg across the front of the hips, left and right, opening and closing the hip a little bit. Grab that big toe or all your toes in your hand and stretch the leg up. Chances are your knee is bent, that's fine. If you're one of the few people who have a lot of flexibility in your hamstring, you might get the leg straight. But most of us are going to keep our knees bent here. Bring it down and come back to that point where you're as stretched as you can be. And then bring it down and up. Down and up. 2 more times. Keep breathing. Release the leg and lower it down to the floor slowly. Let's bend the other leg. Hands to the floor for a little support. Bend the knee on the other leg. Circle it around. Change direction whenever you feel like it. Listen to your body. You'll know when to change direction. It's just a little sensation of, okay, let's go the other way. When you're ready, bring the knee into the chest, arms come around the leg, give it a hug in. And then reach for the heel with the opposite side hand and bring your same side hand to the knee. Open and close the knee left and right. Breathe deeply. Open and close the hip. Let's grab the toes or the big toe and reach the heel up. Bring it back down to a full bend. Open and stretch. Bring it down. Stretch the heel up and down. All right. Bring it up, release the leg, and slowly lower it to the ground, all the way down. Arms reach up overhead, stretch the body long. Big breath in. Let's do a reach on one side and then a reach on the other side. Stretching left, stretching the right side. Stretch the left side, stretch the right side. Both sides stretch long. Nice. Bring the hands alongside the hips, palms down. Bend your knees, put your feet on the floor and lift those hips up into the air. Reposition your feet to feel strong and balanced and capable. Let your hips shift left and right. Left and right. Breathe in and out. Coming to the center, push it up. Almost all the way down to the floor. Push it back up. Drop it down. Push it up. Drop it down. Push it up and hold. Squeeze the buttocks in. If you choose to, you can walk your shoulders up underneath your upper back and clasp your hands underneath your tailbone for your high bridge. Pushing the feet into the floor, lift the hips as high as they'll go. Breathe deep in through the nose, blowing out through the lips. Squeeze the hips up. Bellows breathing continues. All right, release your hands. Reach your hands straight up from your shoulders. Roll your upper back, middle back, and lower back down on the floor. Bring your knees to your chest. Grab your knees in your hands. Squeeze them in and release. Squeeze them in and release. Squeeze them in and hold. Let the knees go wide as you're comfortable with. Opening the pelvis. Breathe deep. Close them halfway and rock left and right. Awesome. You're doing great. Reach the arms up for the ceiling. Reach the feet up for the ceiling. Circle your ankles, circle your wrists, flex and point. Listen to the body. Do whatever feels like it wants to be done. Wiggle fingers. Do it all at once. I don't know. Can you do everything at once? Beautiful. Release your hands and feet. Shake them. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your hands and feet. Bring them down to the floor. So your knees are going to go wide here like a frog squat. Your hands, elbows come all the way to the floor. Press it up and reach your fingers and toes to the ceiling. Bring your head off the mat. I see I'm a little off camera. Just give me a second here to adjust it. So we're reaching up. Come all the way down, head to the floor. Reach it up, head off the mat, squeeze up and down. Breathe in and out. Reaching up, bring it down. Up and down. Stretch it up and down. Let's go 5 more times. 5 and down. 4, reach it up and down. 3, reach up and down. And 2. Last one, reach it up and come on down. Take a Savasana break. Let's let the feet flop outward and the arms can go wherever feels comfortable. As we lay on our backs, let's do some rectangular breathing. I'll count 8 counts for your inhalation. Hold the breath in for 5 counts. Exhale for 8 counts. And hold the breath out for 5 counts. During that emptiness, squeeze the belly in just a little bit. Maybe even pull the belly up into the rib cage if you want. If you don't like that sensation, you certainly don't have to do it. Everything in the body is super relaxed. Let's take a big breath in to synchronize our breathing. Breathe in now. Let it all go. Let's breathe in for 8 counts now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold full for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold empty for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're all the way full for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the belly in and hold it empty for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold full. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold empty for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold full as long as you can, and when you're finished holding full, we're going to just let the exhalation be all the way complete, like a balloon deflating. Hold full and full and full and full and full. When you're ready, let it all go. Allow your breathing to return to a normal rhythm. All right, bring your hands above and move them against each other, palm to palm. Faster, faster, faster. Create some heat on the palm of your hands. As fast as you can, let that heat turn actually hot. Feel the heat on your hands. Faster, 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 faster. We're going to take those hot palms to cover your eyes right now. Cover your eyes with the palms of your hands. And notice in the darkness that you've created in your internal screen, your internal visual screen. Just notice any patterns, colors, textures. Maybe one spot of light somewhere. Begin to move your hands in a little circle, massaging your eyebrow ridge, your cheeks, your temple. And then we're going to take those massaging hands to wherever on your face or head is asking for some attention, some love, some massaging energy. You're welcome to move your hands wherever you want. Just give your face and head, fingertips or palm of the hand, your eyes, your cheeks, your jaw, forehead, around your ears, back of the neck. When you're ready, And you're done with that, we're going to roll over onto one side and find the fetal position, or side resting pose as I call it. Knees are stacked and bent. Beautiful. Extend your top leg and your arm and reach up, breathe in. Drop it down, exhale. Reach up, breathe in. Drop it down, exhale. Reach up, breathe in. Drop it down, exhale. Slow. Let's go slow and breathe with complete synchronicity with this movement. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Just like that 2 more times. Super slow, smooth and graceful, controlled. Lovely. Bend the knee and bend the elbow and just reach for the ceiling, come down. Reach up and down, up and down, up. Almost like you're throwing your hand and your foot up into the air. Let them be loose and just toss them. Toss it up, 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 and up, and up, and up. Come back to a resting pose. Reach your arm back so the elbow and the hand reach way back. Bring your knee forward and kick your foot forward. And then reverse the reach. Stretch this way and that. Stretch and kick forward. Stretch back, reach forward, kick forward, reach back. Two more times. A nice reach. Good stretch. And come back to resting pose. When you're ready, switch around to your other side. Make sure you feel balanced and comfortable, resting on your side with the knees bent and stacked, giving you a wide base of support. We're going to take your top leg and arm up. Breathe in, lift. Exhale down. Breathe in, lift. Exhale down. Now, of course, everybody's different. Wherever the distance is that leg and arm go up is up to you. Don't push your limits. Respect what your body says is as much as you should be doing. Be gentle with yourself. Be careful. Be wise. Don't overdo. The most important thing is the breathing, isn't it? Breathe in and out. Let's see if we can slow the breathing and the movement down for 3. Slow lifts and lower. Alright, we're just going to bend the elbow, bend the knee, bring them up, toss them into the ceiling and come down. Up, 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 up. Loose. Nothing too hard here, everything soft and loose. Work those joints, breathe deep. All right, come on down, take a rest. Take that elbow and hand as far back as they'll go, and then the knee comes forward, kick the foot forward. Then reverse that reach. Kick forward, reach back, reach forward, kick back. Doesn't have to be a vigorous kick, just an extension of the knee joint through the hip. Keep breathing. Awesome. Let's turn over onto our tummies now. And let those toes point inward, heels point outward, elbows point out, fingers point in. Turn the head to one side. Bring the arms and legs off the floor. Lift the head, airplane pose. Feel strength in your hips and torso. Arms can be soft and graceful. They can move up and back. One arm up, one arm down by your hip, one arm reaching. Or both arms out. Keep holding, keep breathing. You can do it. Awesome. Come down, take a rest. All right, bend those knees and bring the feet up into the air. Knees are a little bit apart here. Drop both feet to the left, bring them up, both feet to the right. Super loose through the hips, back and forth like windshield wipers. All right, straighten one leg and kick the hip with the other and then change. One leg bends, one leg straightens, kicking the hip with your heel, alternating. Bring both feet up and lift the face, look forward. Come on down, straighten the legs. Hands come underneath the shoulders, elbows tucked in at the waist. Tuck your tailbone under, squeeze your legs together. We're going to do 2 low cobras here. The second one, if you want, you can be into high cobra. Forehead on the floor, squeeze your hips together, squeeze your knees together, squeeze your feet together. Tuck those elbows in at your waist. Forehead, nose, and chin on the floor. Lift the face, lift the shoulders. Lift the torso. Don't use your hands this time. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. This is your low cobra. And then when you're ready to come down, chest comes down, shoulders come down, chin, nose, forehead. Turn your toes inward, heels outward. Bring your hands up and head comes to one side. All right, return to your cobra prep stance or position. Elbows tucked in, hands under shoulders, forehead on the floor. Squeeze the hips and legs. Forehead, nose, chin, head comes up, shoulders come up, chest comes up. If you want to try the high cobra, you can press just a little bit with your hands to keep the chest up a little higher. Remember, shoulders away from your ears, long through the neck. Not too much weight on your hands. Your elbows are still at your waist, still bent. Reach up and breathe in with the top of the head, reaching up. And when you're ready, come on down. Return to your resting pose. All right, let's push up into pose of a child. Reverse that arch we had in our lower back by rounding the lower back in the pose of a child. Allow your head to come to the floor in front of your knees, and your hands can come back to your feet, palm up. Tucked in like a little seed full of potential, just as you are. Hands to the floor, come up to your table pose, do a little cat and cow action, arch the back up, drop the head and tailbone. sway the back down, lift the face, lift the tailbone. Breathe out as you come into the cat position, arched up. And then as you raise your face, lift your tailbone and sink your back down. Breathe in. All right, get ready for your downward dog. Turn your toes under and knees are going to come up. Hips are going to come up. Feet find the floor. Take a moment to push your hands into the floor. Drop your head, push your hips up and back. Walk your feet a little closer to your hands. Walk your hands a little closer to your feet. Put all your body's weight on your feet. Let your arms and hands and head just hang. All right, we're going to take the feet a little bit wide here. So we're doing a wide forward fold, wide straddle forward fold. Arms and head still hang. And then hands come to the floor for a little support in front of the feet somewhere. Bend the left leg and straighten the right leg. Bring the head over close to your left knee. And then shift it over to your right knee. Pushing left and right. Coming to the middle, just hang for a moment. Maybe turn your head to look behind you. Place your left hand in the floor in the middle and sweep your right hand all the way up to the ceiling. Look in the direction it went. Circle your wrist up there. Maybe draw a circle on the ceiling with your fingertips, circling and using the shoulder muscles, the shoulder joint to go through a circular motion. Change direction, go the other way. Bring that hand down, plant it on the floor in front, making a triangle shape with your feet in your one hand. Reach your other hand up towards the ceiling, look in the direction it went, and circle your wrist up there. Now circle your whole arm, drawing a circle on the ceiling with your fingertips. Keep breathing. Change direction, go the other way. Bring that arm down. Return to your hanging position. Look behind you. Drop your head. Bend both knees and hands on the floor. Look left and right. Around your hip. Move the knees. Move the hips. Keep those feet planted where they are. Keep those hands planted where they are. Shift. Look left and right around your hip. And then come back to the center. Heel toe your feet underneath your hips. Bend your knees, hands to your knees. Press yourself up. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Let's stand tall and just squeeze those shoulder blades forward, up, back, and down. Bend your knees. Get the whole body into this wonderful shoulder shrug. And if you're all connected, maybe you notice your fingertips are moving around the sides of your thighs and making a nice oval pattern. Let that be where your attention is as you bend the knees and arch back, straightening the knees. Awesome. Stand tall. Make sure you're in alignment, heels under hips, toes pointing forward. Squeeze your tailbone under and lift your sternum. Squeeze your arms, shoulders back, let your arms hang, let your shoulders relax down. Take your right hand up. Imagine it's just floating up into the air like steam rising. Watch that beautiful hand of yours lifting up. Watch it as it slowly reaches as high as it can possibly go. Stretch it taller, reach it up, and remember that other arm is hanging, completely relaxed. Breathe in and reach taller than you ever thought you could reach. And then let it come down like a leaf falling from a tree. Down gently. Watch it as it comes to its resting pose. And bring your attention to your other hand. Let it rise slowly like steam. Keep that opposite arm hanging as you slowly reach up with one hand and relax the other arm. Reach up higher and higher than you ever thought you could. Breathe in and reach tall. Nice. And it starts to fall like a leaf from a tree, slowly down to find the earth. Bend your knees and sweep both arms out and up. Both arms reach up, breathe in. Find your prayer hands, pull them to your heart. Standing tall with the top of the head reaching up. Feel balance in the body and in the mind and in your soul. Let your spirit fill your entire aura through the body and mind, pushing out into the energy field around your body, positivity and love, peacefulness. Well, it is time to say goodbye. The hour went quite fast today, but I am so grateful for this time that we've spent together. I grant you my most sincere namaste. And I will look for you again at the next time that we come together, which will be on Tuesday next week. We're into June now, can you believe it? June 2022. This has been a wild ride with you guys. I'm so grateful for every step of the way. You guys make this possible for me. So I'm so grateful that you allow me to have this expression of what is most important in my life and share it with you and everybody else out there in the internet world. Take care of yourself, drink some water, eat some fruit, and remember to stay peaceful, spreading love to all in your circle of interaction. Namaste. Bye-bye.